And we are back, y'all. Hey, everybody, this is Auntie, and I am here to talk about and to do my rant on the Family Chantel, the final chapter, season 5, episode 1. Child, Lord, we need to get into this. This is going to be a hot season. Let's do it.
Everybody needs a sweet old auntie. Everybody needs
with a whoop whoop and a boop boop
auntie
boop.
that
You can make this up.
Now you know that these are some crazy motherfuckers.
everybody needs a sweet old auntie.
So why even bother?
Aunties and lies, sweet old auntie. Aunties that way. Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well, welcome back, everybody, and this is Auntie, and if this is your first time being here, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And to all of my new subscribers, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button and joining this family. Y'all, we are almost at 60,000. 60,000 subscribers. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Just seems like yesterday we started this. Thank you so much for hitting that button. And to all of my nieces, nephews, and my members who have been here with me for the long haul, thank you all so much for your continued support. Members, I put a post up on a community wall to say thank you to you all. Thank you so much for your love, your support, your patience, your kindness, your long suffering. Thank you for all of that and allowing me to further my education. Y'all know I have been tired, exhausted, ready to give up in some more, and you all have been there. Thank you. Thank you, AAL. Thank you all so much for just allowing me that time. We back at content. I ain't got no more late hours. I don't have no more studying to do. I don't have any of that stuff to do. No more until January. Okay. Until January, February. But I love you all. Thank you so much. Like, seriously, thank you. It's just not enough. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. So, child, Pedro and Chantel are back, honey, on our screen. Thank you, Yolanda. What are you saying, babe? Miss all my cousins lately. I'm back. Congratulations, Auntie. Thank you, Yolanda. You saw the post. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Key. Thank you. So Pedro and Chantel is back. And I must say I'm happy about it because at least we know that this ain't no conjured up drama. It ain't got no script to it. Like, this is really real. So the last time, honey, that we saw Chantel and Pedro, they was breaking up, honey, having high speed chases and some more stuff. And so they brought us back, tried to give us a refresher of what happened with them. Honey, we didn't need no refresher. We know exactly where things was left. So in this particular episode, we see Chantel, they give us an update on Chantel and Pedro, kind of give us, an overview of this side of the story, how each one of them feel, what happened. Pedro was saying that Chantel was his first and, he loved her. He came here to the United States. He worked to support Chantel's career and stay home and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking, first of all, Pedro, let's just go ahead on and get down to the root of the bullshit. Okay? When you first got here, you couldn't work. Okay? You had to get your green card in order to work. Then once you got your green card, you then, Pedro, just in case you don't remember, I do. Once you got your green card, you could only take jobs where someone will hire you at that point. You had no skill set whatsoever. You were an inspiring baseball player. When Chantel met you, what was you, a bartender or something, working at the club, at the hotel? Bitch, stop. You did not come over here with anything, Pedro. So yes, Chantel was going to school, but wasn't she working too? So you got the hook up and you ended up working for a real estate company. Okay, and now you're making money. But don't act like you were this devoted husband who wasn't getting paid off the show just like her. The notoriety that you and your mama and your sister got is on the back, bitch, of Chantel. From day 8, from the beginning, everybody suspected, Pedro, that you came over here with Chantel in order to become a United States citizen. It's nothing wrong with that. There is nothing with aspiring to be an American citizen. I don't want anybody to think that I feel like something's wrong with that. It's how he did it. It's how he did it. He pretended, in my opinion, to be in love with Chantel, and he knew he wasn't. And as soon as he got his real estate career and felt like he was making a little bit of American coins, what did he do? He left Chantel. He started making life difficult for her. They brought a house. He made life difficult for Chantel. The proof is in the pudding. The way that his mom and them acted. All of the stuff that he was doing. Now, Pedro said that, when Chantel had gotten to the point where all she wanted to do was travel and be with her girlfriends. And he didn't want to do it anymore. So, there's always two sides to a story. The truth lies somewhere in the middle, but it's all still on on your perception, right? Or what the truth is and who you believe. I ain't never lived in their household with them. We just were allowed to see what we were allowed to see. Based on that, what I have been allowed to see, I feel like Pedro used her from the beginning. There was so much that came out about the mother's profession, about, there being suspicion, even from Pedro and them family friend, that the mother was running this, this thing where, she was helping people. It's just been a mess. It's been a mess. Do I believe that Pedro cheated on Chantel? Absolutely. Now, I don't have no proof that he did, but I absolutely believe he was cheating on Chantel with somebody downtown to the real estate office. Again, I don't have no proof. That's just my assumption. That's just what I believe. That's what I perceive based on what I saw. Now, as a content creator, of course, I can't say that he did. I can't say I know that for sure or that it's a fact. It is only my opinion and what I believe based on what I have observed, reviewed, and ranted on. So Chantel is with her girlfriend, her best friend, who they grew up with as kids. She gets in the car. They're on their way to the divorce lawyer because she has decided that she does not want to go through a divorce proceeding or to a trial or anything like that, right? She just wants to sign an agreement. They want to do it and litigate it with an attorney. She has made several proposals, and at first he was holding out, and then he finally said, okay, I'm gonna do it. He said that the reason why he ended up doing it was because he was afraid that she was gonna eat his ass up. So Chantel has agreed to go 50-50 with him on everything. Now, as we remember, Chantel, I believe it was her grandmother or somebody passed away, and Chantel allegedly inherited $250,000. That at the time when she was happy with her husband, allegedly she put that in the bank. Now, when they start going through all the shaky stuff, Chantel made a decision. Now, I'm not a divorce lawyer, right? And I'm not a marriage lawyer or anything like that, right? But I believe that whatever you inherit is not community property. Now, I may be wrong, but I thought that if you inherited something, it's not community property. Now, I don't know if it's you inherited while being married or whatever, I don't know. But Chantel decided to go 50-50 with him. Now, the $260,000 that she took out of the bank, she took it, she said, number one, to pay bills on things. And she took it to put it to a side because she didn't know what Pedro was going to do with it. So I'm thinking to myself that when the family said that she inherited this $260K and she put it into the pot, I'm thinking it wasn't inherited. Now, I may be wrong. That's not my area. But I'm telling you right now, if Chantel had to split that money with Pedro, that's just my opinion, it was not inheritance. Y'all let me know downtown in the chat. I mean, we could do a Google session if y'all want to, but if she had to split that money with Pedro, that wasn't inheritance money as they said it was. I could be wrong all day long, but I'm telling you right now, there's no way in the world that I inherit something and I got to split it with you. I wouldn't have gave him a dime outside of what was community property. That $260,000 or $230,000, I don't care, bitch, if it was $5. He ain't getting it if it came from my grandmama, my granddaddy, my great-great-grandmother. I don't care who it came from and what side of the family. If I inherited, I ain't splitting nothing with you 50-50. No way. No way. So I, have not looked at, the divorce decree or the agreement or the specs of the divorce, but something don't sound right. But anyway, she has decided that she's going to split this with Pedro. And so her and her girlfriend are on their way to the lawyer's office. And they start talking about babies. And Chantel was talking about how many times she had been asking Pedro for kids. And they went all the way back, bitch, to 2016. They went back where she was, they were both young and everything. And she had asked Pedro then about a baby. And Pedro said in 10 years. It was 2016 because I was thinking that they had done the 10 years. She wouldn't be having a baby until 2026. Chantel believes that Pedro never wanted a baby, and I do too. I believe he never even probably thought he would do the 7 years outside of what he had to do for the green card. Y'all understand what I'm saying? So anyway, they're crying in the car because Chantel and her best friend had imagined that, they would be raising their kids together and stuff like that. And so, she's brokenhearted. And she hates that she has to even go in the office with Pedro. And I'm thinking, I wouldn't have went. I would have sent my attorney to go and talk to, like, what was the need? And then the real estate agent that was in there was just as, in my opinion, was unprofessional when she was like, something to the effect like, I'm Bennett and I ain't in it. Then don't ask the questions. I thought that was so unprofessional of her to say something like that. I can't remember what she said, but they were going back and forth, a little bit. Now, Pedro said that, he didn't want to see Chantel because he didn't want her to trigger him. But he was the one that sat there when the girl was like, I understand that you are. No, okay, so wait a minute, I'm skipping ahead. So Chantel went to her lawyer's office because she wanted to make sure that before she signed the divorce decree, that Pedro hadn't slipped anything in there. So what they agreed to was that, everything would be split 50-50 and that they would split the proceeds of selling the home. Based on what the real estate agent said, they purchased the home for 200 and I think she said 69 or 270,000 or something like that. And that, the house she's currently, assessing the house at $400,000+. That's some good equity for just a short period of time, 2 years. Maybe they've been in the house. No, Chantel said they weren't in the house no more than 6 months. So that's some good equity. That's some good equity. Because don't think I ain't been looking at them. So the lawyer tells her everything's straight up. That's signed. She signs. She's happy. So, but the two of them haven't seen each other in months. They haven't seen each other in, I think that they said 9 months. She said that she is tired, but honey, I would have weighed him out. I would have weighed him out. I ain't got none but time. I ain't got nothing but time. Me and my sister in the house, we bathing our dogs. We doing what we do. I'm able to manage this mortgage. I don't care if I got to go out and do an OnlyFans or sell. I'm trying to tell you, I would have waited him out. And I would have took him to court. Now, Pedro says that she had been calling immigration and she had filed a complaint and said that the marriage was a fraud. Okay, just 1 second, Twyla. Hold up a minute, y'all. Child Maisie is standing on my bed, honey, like Martin Luther King up on a hilltop tower, talking about she got a dream. Okay, so hold on, y'all. Okay, my babysitting job is over. So anyway, so where did I leave off at? I can't even remember where I left off at, y'all. Oh my God. Anyway, let me just start from where I'm thinking. So Pedro didn't want to go to court. Chantel didn't wait him out. And so she decides to 50-50 him. He's happy about that, celebrating. So is his mama and his sister. You think that Pedro ain't been talking to somebody? Now, in a divorce decree, they had agreed that they would sell the house. Pedro wanted to, because we all know Pedro has his real estate license. And so Pedro wanted to sell the house and get the commission off of it, which is smart. That's what he should want to do. Chantel was like, oh no, he's not getting a dime over 50%. Plus all the things that are in the household, Chantel owns, and everything in the house, right? All the furniture, all of that. She owns it. So, of course, the two of them, after they sign a divorce decree, are going to meet with a real estate agent who has no skin in the game. So this is going to be the first time that they're seeing each other in 9 months. Chantel puts on the hottest pink suit that she could. We see Pedro brushing his teeth in his drawers and lifts his leg up on the countertop. I said, what's this? Was this supposed to be sexy? You brushing your teeth with your feet up on the counter? I ain't got it to do. Everything be on that countertop, right? You know, your makeup, especially as women, our makeup, our toothbrushes, and get your foot off the, okay. So now this is the day of reckoning. They've got to go to this real estate agent. Now, before that, Chantel met with her family and they were discussing the incident. She had told them that she was free, that she had been crying a lot, that this has been really heavy on her because she's loved Pedro for 7 years. They even went back to the beginning, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, even the camera quality was different when we started watching this. Y'all know how long we've been out here watching this? This stuff wasn't even look like it was even shot in 1080p. I'm trying to tell you, we've been around a long time watching these shows, y'all. Yes, we have. So anyway, the two of them, are going there. Pedro was saying, I don't want Chantel to say nothing to trigger me, but he's the only one sitting there triggering somebody. It's him that got the smart comments. So I'm like, okay. Chantel comes in. Pedro's already there. They sit down. And they start, she's like, I understand y'all want to sell a house. This is what you all purchased the house for. This is what I'm appraising the house for now, or assessing the value of your home right now. And we're going to try to do everything we can, to get you the best bang of the buck. We're going to split the 6% real estate, the 3 on one and 3 on the other. And so, Pedro was like, well, what's the figures? So he runs the numbers and he's like, it's $25,000 commission. And I've been trying to get Chantel to allow me to sell a house. So that puts more money back in our pocket. And Chantel was like, all of this stuff had already been agreed and negotiated in our divorce decree. Don't do it. Don't do it. I thought that she handled herself, especially being as crushed as she is. And she said that he did her so wrong and treated her so nasty, and he did, in my opinion. I thought she handled herself beautifully. Even despite all the stuff that her family said, her mother was like, honey, I would not have given him 50-50. I would have took him to trial. But you know what? You have to manage your stress, your anxiety, your hurt, your disappointment, your divorce, your separation in a way that best suits you. Nobody else can tell you what you should do. Nobody else can tell you what you should do in your situation. I know her mother and them didn't mean no harm, but at the end of the day, mom and dad, I got to do this the way, because, River, or Puddle, as I call him, was, saying I knew he was a con from the beginning and all of that. He did suspect it. They ended up trying to work with him, but it was so much, war of the roses, if you will, between the families, that it wasn't going to work. And his sister and his mother was sitting up on the sofa and they was talking trash. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I didn't even listen. I did not have it in me to even listen to this they was saying out of their mouths. I apologize for those of you all who wanted to discuss it, but I couldn't give them no life, no liberty, no pursuit of Auntie on this. I couldn't. I did not want to hear one thing that they had to say about this, because these women have been witches. And I ain't talking about good ones. They have been mean to Chantel. They've been conniving the whole entire time. The whole family piggybacked off of, like, it's been too much for me. So to hear them say anything about this situation, I ain't have it to do. I'm sorry, I did not have it to do. I barely can listen to what Pedro says. But it ain't no way I was not going to review this. But I don't even want to hear what Pedro got to say. I just don't. They would be nothing without Chantel and her family, in my opinion. They were living in poverty. Do y'all remember the first apartment that we saw them in? And how even when Pedro first came, how he was shipping them televisions and paying bills and all this kind of stuff, wasn't bringing the income into the household. She should have knew then. It was so many signs that Chantel should have known that Pedro did not mean her any good. So what, you keeping your ass home while I'm in school? You ain't got nothing else to do. You can't work. You can't be gainfully employed. And then she would come home and he'd be on games and stuff like that. He sat there after they done signed the divorce decree, right? Because the lady was like, I understand y'all trying to sell a house from a divorce. And they were like, oh, no, we divorced. And he was like, thank God. So you saying that you don't want Chantel to say nothing to trigger you, but you're going to have that thank God at the end. Shut up. So anyway, he says that he wants his chair out of the home. His favorite computer gaming chair. Chantel said everything. And I do mean everything that's in that house belongs to me. What I will be doing, honey, is going on Amazon.com. Value City Furniture. Ethan Allen. You need to find an Ashley store. Hi, Maisie. Why are you back up here? Why are you back up here? Excuse me. Y'all, this is just pathetic. I'm sorry. I know this is unprofessional, but she's our baby. With her dry tongue. Y'all want to see her? She feeling better, y'all. Let them see you. Come on, the members been worried about you. Come on, hop up. Hop up. Gonna say hi? She said no. I'm not hopping up at all. Okay, Maisie. See you later. Go ahead. said, are you sure you don't want to pet me? She said, I'm going to come back just to see if you want to pet me. I got the heat up so high, they only want to be up here. Yeah, you breathing hard. Let me turn the heat down. Let me turn it down. So anyway, y'all, Chantel says he's not getting a chair. He's not getting anything out of the household, and she walks out of there. She wasn't looking forward to seeing him because she didn't know how she was going to act. And she's still hurt and devastated and feeling used and abused by him. There's a part of me that has sympathy for her, but you couldn't tell her nothing. Like everybody was already telling her, girl, no. But they all ended up trying to love Pedro. This is going to be a season that I believe is going to be highs and lows. Just based off of the previews, y'all, it look like we're going to be going through some changes. And I'm here. I am here for it. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So anyway, y'all, this is the end of my review. We will see what happens on the next episode. This one was not as eventful as, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Thank you so much, Miss Kelly. Pedro is downtown at the office messing around with his boss. Allegedly, I found her quite protective of him. Proud to be a member. Congratulations. Love you bunches, Auntie. Thank you, Miss Kelly 29. Thank you, boo. Thank you so much. We Scrapbook Supplies, aka Cat, for the $9.99 super chat. Pedro's mom and sisters laughed and bragged about being 7-headed snakes. It was evil. That's why I'm telling you, I ain't get them no life, no liberty, and no pursuit of happiness. None. Now, eventually, we're going to have to deal with the mother because we see that Scott is in here and she fake like they did not have anything going on with them. But honey, we see him in her neighborhood. These people full of shit. Do y'all hear me? They full of it. But anyway, I look forward to doing it tomorrow. Members, I am back. So we will be in the membership and we will be doing Sister Wives After Party. And then we have got to bring our resident expert, Pamela and Kevin. Y'all love them. The comments said that y'all loved Pamela and Kevin. So when we do it out front, they'll be doing it. As we all know, Pamela has an engagement on Wednesday. So it's been moved to Thursday, right? I'm going to try to type the schedule up. I keep saying I'm going to do that, child, but I'll be so busy. But I need to, we're going to start doing it on Thursdays where Miss Pam and Kevin will be available to come on. Our resident expert for all things The Bachelorette is Dana. Okay, y'all know y'all love y'all some Dana. We're going to be talking about that because, honey, this is the final rose and The Bachelor tells all. I'm telling you, these are my pleasure shows. I owe y'all so many videos. And I am back again. I just want to thank all of you all for your love, your support, your kindness. Thank you all so much for watching the videos, for sharing it. And I can tell that y'all are sharing my videos because them subscriber counts is going up. Okay, it's up. And let's make it get stuck. Okay. Y'all have been absolutely promoting the channel. And I thank each and every one of you all. I really, really do. I really, really do, from the bottom of my heart. So we will talk soon. Again, tomorrow, Sister Wives, season 4. Child, season 4. We got a lot to do and a lot to catch up. I really want to try to wrap up Sister Wives by the end of this year. I don't know if I'm able to do it, but I'm damn sure going to try, because you all have been hitting it. You all have been looking at it. You've been interested in a discussion. You love the 2 resident experts on the show, and I truly appreciate that. And I appreciate all 3 of my resident experts who come up. It may be a show that, we're into, right? And I will be able to see, a resident expert somewhere else. Also, to the members, we are getting ready to start our cooking again. And I am hoping that we are going to be able to do a holiday cooking special. Now, y'all know every year I try to have a Christmas special. I wasn't able to have one last year, but this year we're going to have our Christmas special again, and it's going to be behind the gates. And I do want to do a cooking contest for the holidays, because I want to do a giveaway. I haven't done a giveaway in a while. It's been a while, I guess, since I've done a giveaway. And so I really want to do that. As you all know, the super chats that I receive for the channel go into the pot to do things and help people, with their life and all of that kind of stuff. And it also does, with the giveaways. But I'm thinking, members, that we ought to do a cookie baking contest. Who cookie looks the best? So I'm going to be putting up a poll, and I'm going to need some judges. I'm going to need 3 people to serve as judges on the panel to judge the cookies that are submitted. Now, if I don't get membership feedback, these are the perks of you all being members, right? I finished my courses for now. But if you all don't participate, then we're going to have to open it up to everybody else. But you all do, really participate and stuff like that. But I'm thinking that that's what it is. So look for the poll so you can give your vote on what it is that we should be doing for the holidays, whether or not we do a cookie baking contest, maybe a Christmas tree Christmas tree decorating contest, or a wreath. So I'm going to put them out there. The highest vote is what we're going to go with, okay? I love you all so much. And until next time, y'all be safe out there in those streets, in the water, and now in the restaurants. Boop. Bye, y'all.